Good morning, everybody. This is Jake from Brookhaven Farms. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about our brooder. In the last video, we talked about our chickens on pasture and chicken tractors and kind of how we raise them once they get on pasture. Today, we're going to reverse and kind of come back to the beginning of where the chicks start their life on our farm, what's so critical about the first few days, and then kind of how they raise in the first 3 weeks of their life. So this is our chicken brooder. Yeah, it's not fancy. We throwed it up in a few days. We're gonna get better and better as time rolls on. What this is a greenhouse on concrete blocks. We put the concrete blocks in. It's 30 foot wide by 60 foot long. And we're able to do, about 3,000 chicks in here if we wanted to, probably even more. So now that we've talked a little bit about what our brooder is, it's a greenhouse, the dimensions and everything else, let's talk about some key factors that is critical in raising chicks and being effective and not having a bunch of loss. The first thing I want to talk about that is so critical is their bedding. This bedding is sawdust that we get from one of our friends that buys it in massive bulk quantities. And man, it's thin, it's fine, and it's about 6 inches deep. What we did is before we put our sawdust down, we put in activated biochar. And that is really good at absorbing water. Activated biochar is just charcoal that has been burnt without oxygen. And so it helps it absorbs 80 times its mass. The next most critical thing is this thing right here. This is a propane heater. It can do up to 1,200 chicks for it by itself. As you can see, it's dome shaped. Yeah, there's a little bit of dust in here where it's got on top and it's been burning, but these chicks really enjoy this. We hook it up to a propane tank. Like I said, it can be we kind of have it rigged up right now, but we're just doing what we can with what we got, and we'll build us a big brooding barn one day. But the heaters are super important. I'll pop a chart up right here. What this chart says is that when the chicks, how old the chicks are, determining how old they are, is what temperature you need to be at. So we've talked about bedding, we've talked about heat. We need to talk about water. Chicks' water in the first 3 weeks of their life is so important that they never run out. This is our watering system right here. It's quite easy to understand. So we have PVC pipe here, and then it runs up, and then we have a water hose hooked into it here. The reason we have a water hose hooked into our main line is so we can raise it and lower it, and it's flexible. And that's super duper important. And then how the chicks get water is they just come here and they peck at this metal nipple and water comes out. And then we have a water tank sitting outside. It kind of comes through here and goes through there. And then we have enough spacing for all of our chicks to get water. We also, in the first week or so of life, we put these little well drinkers in here because you don't want that chick to go 6 feet from water feed. All right, guys, we've talked about water. We've talked about bedding. We've talked about heaters. Let's talk a little bit about feed and what we feed our chicks and why we feed them. And it's so important for chicks, especially these meat birds, when you're trying to be the most efficient you can, never let them run out of starter feed. Our starter feed's a 22% protein. We get it from a trusted source. And if you want to know more information about our feed, let us know. Leave a comment, leave a like, and we will try to answer all your questions on the feed. But let's check out the type of feeders we got and why we use them. We use these feeders because, as you can see, they're elevated off the ground, and it helps keep feed out of the ground, and the birds just come up and peck on them, and it does really good. It has adjustable legs on the sides. We have about 10 to 20 of these in here, and it seems to work really good. Guys, you've seen a little bit about our brooder, and I just want to say that you don't have to have everything perfect in order to be successful raising chickens. Now, it helps when you can put in automatic waters, when you can put all of our heaters that I showed you, they're on thermostats. When we have a lot of fans in here for ventilation, right here, right there, and then in front of me I have some more on the back. When you can automate some of these things, you're going to be more efficient. Because here at Brookhaven Farms, these chicks are not the only animals on the farm, so we have a certain amount of times that we can come and tend to these chicks. And so if you can automate more things, you're going to be more efficient. And I think that's kind of a tip for any type of farming. All right, guys, so this is our brooder. This is a little rundown, a fast rundown on our brooder. I could talk about this stuff for hours. So please, if you have any specific questions on our chicken brooder, how we do it, why we do it, whatever, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will make another in-depth video about our brooder. So yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this video. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.